During my childhood, I have different kinds of experiences when I started learning English. Now, let me just share you those experiences. So, when I was in grade 7, I guess. So, at that time, I started communicating with my friends in English. Now, few of my friends told me, I still remember that, oh, you're good in communicating, or else you're good in some kind of pronunciation. Because of that, you want to insult us, that is the reason you're communicating in English. I was like, oh no, seriously no. But later they started saying, no, this is the reason you're good in that, so you wanted to showcase your talent in front of us. That is the reason you're communicating with us. But that was not the reason. I was like a big fan of English. I wanted to learn English. I want to communicate with my friends in English because the syllabus or else the activities which we were doing in my schools or else the different kind of environment after going to hostels and everything was like we have to communicate in English. And that was a Kerala school, obviously. Now see, there was a difference. We will obviously talk in English, right? Now my friends started saying like this. Even after going to hostels also, like in grade 8, they started saying like this. Now I was like, okay, maybe talking in English was committing a mistake. Then slowly I started speaking in English was very less. I have reduced my talking in English. Then I recognized myself as at some point of time I faced difficulty in communicating with people in English. Then I observed for myself and I figured out that my friends started talking in English and they started learning English secretly. At that time I was like, oh, these were the people who told me that talking in English was like a crime and who treated me differently. Now, why am I sharing all these things with you? I think you understood, right? There are different kinds of people in our life, okay, who will always say that doing something is not good or else doing something is only for overaction or something like that. But ignore those kind of people who will always say that we were learning for showcase and all that. It's our motto to learn English, it's our zeal to learn English, and we need to communicate with people in English because nowadays you have seen most of the schools were in English medium, right? And English is very must in schools, and even at present generation, if you wanted to give a proper education for your kids, you need to communicate definitely in English because if they were having any different kinds of homeworks, parents has to understood that and you have to give some kind of suggestions to your kids. So ignore or remove the people who will always say that negative in the backside, especially if they were saying directly in front of you, it's okay. But who will, but people who will speak behind you or else people who will say something on your behind, they are not good for our mental health. Remove those kind of people from us and stay away from those people. And if you like or if you want to do anything, just do it. Don't wait for someone's approval. If you think that it was a good thing, you can start doing it or else you can start implementing it. Don't wait for someone. This was my experience. Now slowly I started ignoring them and I started improving myself, and this is how I started learning my communication. Thank you.